for her nomination. And Chair, I must say that we have vetted many nominees, but I've never seen a nominee coming up with the speeches and photos. This is very impressive. Congratulations. Having said that, Kenya has been positioning itself as a leader in carbon markets and innovative climate financing mechanisms, including participation in international tax and climate finance initiatives. What specific diplomatic, legal, and partnership-driven actions will you take at UNEP to, one, expand Kenya's participation in carbon markets and bilateral or multilateral carbon trading arrangements, and B, attract climate finance flows to Kenya and other developing countries, and lastly, ensure mechanisms comply with international standards while delivering measurable environmental and economic benefits? That's just one of the formal questions. And an informal question, Mama, having listened to your background and knowing the kind of fight you have fought, a rural girl looking at you, watching you, a village girl who inspires, who has been inspired by you, who is thinking, how would I ever achieve what Mama Ida has achieved? What would you tell this rural girl watching you from all corners in this country? Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
Hang on, Mama Ida, there's one more question, then you can respond to them.
Thank you, Chair. I want also to congratulate the nominee for the exemplary for the presentation she has given us. However, I have one question. UNEP mandate increasingly links environmental sustainability with health, education, food systems, and social resilience, areas reflected in your philanthropic work. How will you promote an integrated approach that aligns environmental diplomacy with Kenya's socio-economic development priorities and sustainable development goals, SDGs? Thank you, Chair.
You may respond to those three questions the way you understand them.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I think this is a very interesting question. In fact, listening to this question, this is a question that have been asked very many times by young girls when I go to various schools to be with them and to mentor them. They always ask me, what can I do to be with you? The first answer to that question, be yourself, get education. Because education is the key to further development. If you can do that, then heaven is the limit. You can go anywhere. And work hard. Don't forget issues of integrity, faithfulness, hard work, and all the things that go with it. Don't forget to pray in the morning when you wake up. Tell God, lead me where I'm going to. And at evening when you go to bed, thank God for the day that you've gone through. That's what I tell them. Listen to your elders. All those basic things will enable them to move higher. Now, the other question by the member up there, you are talking about mobilization, you are talking about what we'll do to sustain, to put Kenya in the global map, isn't it? I think I got you correct. Now, when it comes to that, in Kenya, we have our own standards. But Kenya is a part of the global community with those standards. We need to work hard, but we also need to mobilize our community and mobilize our resources. Don't forget, we can also mobilize resources outside Kenya. I'm a good mobilizer when it comes to mobilizing for resources. My social capital is quite high. As I do this job, I'll be thinking of Kenya, but I'll also mobilize to make sure that this work is done. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. will take 2 more questions. Members who came in, I'll allow you to introduce yourself, starting with you, Lipan.
Thank you, and sorry for walking in late. My name is Anne Moratha, the County MP for Kiambu, and a member of this committee.
Okay, any other Honorable Millie? Yeah, you can ask a question and introduce yourself as you do that. Then you introduce yourself, that's what I said. You don't want to introduce yourself, it's okay, I'll introduce you. Please do that.
Chair, I think you didn't get me. First of all, my apologies for coming late. I wanted to introduce myself after, because I don't introduce myself briefly. As Suba people, we don't introduce ourselves briefly. My name is Emilio Diambo Mabona, Member of Parliament, Suba North, and Minority Chief Whip, and member of this committee. Chair, as part of my introduction, I don't have any question, but I just want to say the reason I don't have any question is because in law, we say res ispa loquita. The facts speak for themselves. Honorable Ida Odinga, aka Mama, is overqualified for this position. And indeed, I just want to also congratulate, I don't think in this committee or in this parliament, we've ever seen this level of skill and, expertise. But also, I just want to say that I hope this is the first step of greater conferment in this country for what Mama Ida has done for this country. I think it's a good step, but only a good first step. We are hoping for greater, much greater things coming our way for what she has done. I don't think many people understand what Mama has done for this country, what she has been, what she goes through every election cycle, stoically, and also with calm, resilience. And if you see even from a photo gallery, she works with everyone. So she's an ambassador by excellence. She's worked with every government, not questioning, not complaining. So she deserves. I have no question. And I wish you the best.
Those are your thoughts. I will allow any other member to ask question about Anne.
Maybe I would also first congratulate Mama on your appointment at this position. The other thing is that you came in very prepared, as local Kenyans would say, UMETUUZIA, UOGA, na TUMENUNUA. By the way you presented yourself, TUMENUNUA, and we really want to appreciate you and your appointment. But I just want to ask one question, that while you bring the extensive leadership experience, UNEP involves highly technical negotiations, and Kenya must also respond to international scrutiny regarding environment, governance, and enforcement challenges at home. How will you rapidly build the technical expertise necessary for these specialized negotiations, and at the same time project and defend Kenya's credibility as a responsible environmental steward on the global stage? And number two, I would want to ask how you intend to promote international cooperation on environmental issues, considering the Paris Agreement, which was a treaty aimed at mitigating climate change. Thank you.
It sounds like, and I have to caution members, it sounds like most of you are doing congratulations. This is a vetting exercise, and you will have an opportunity as a committee to do your congratulatory messages later if you do approve her. For this point, let's restrict ourselves to the vetting process. Ask the question. Mama Ida can take any question. She's prepared and well-versed with all your questions. I think at this point, let's just focus on asking the questions that we came to do. Honorable Yusuf.
Thank you, Chair. My question relates more to the place you will be going to represent us if